cars and driving around together using the new piloting system, which is now uh, pretty much almost complete, right? There's probably still a couple of bugs in there we still need to work out, but you can now have cars that people can get into and drive around. There's a couple of different systems that work together here to make that possible. You've got the synced object system, right? So the car itself is synced, and that means that if you move it around, everybody sees it, obviously. There's the attachment system, which is basically the piloting system, the ability to sit in the car. And the last thing, which is also something pretty cool that we were working on today, is the pass-through controls, right? So the idea is that you have a steering wheel, and while you hold the steering wheel, your joysticks get taken over, and the object that you're holding can use those controls, right? So for the case of this car, you hold it with your right hand and you're able to turn using your joystick, and you hold it as well with your left hand, and then you're able to accelerate and reverse using your other joystick. So to give you an example, hey Hover, how you doing? Just having to land here like this. To give you an example, yeah, you could have like a gamepad or a controller that you could pick up and use it to like remote control like a drone. Or hang on, I'm just going to turn off my free rotation so I'm not all messed up. Yeah, what other sort of stuff? We were going to build it into the selfie camera, right? So that you can actually have a little lens camera drone that will fly away, and you can use your joysticks to fly that around while you're holding the camera. You could have a gun that takes over the trigger of your controller, right? So while you're holding the gun, pressing trigger will instead shoot the gun instead of shooting out your Spider-Man rope. So it's about making these quick and convenient, easy ways to, to be able to throw functionality together, to create interactables, right? This is kind of the sort of stuff I guess we're talking about here. And
Yeah.
I guess I've got visions in my mind of multiple people being able to drive around together in a car, maybe some people in the back. They've got weapons or
Me
something like that,
too.
right? So it's some kind of GTA style thing where you could be
Love
driving around in some
that.
kind of open world sort of thing, right? And I think what we're working on right now are some of the most important parts in order to achieve that. And because they're important, I think they need to be easy to use. And that's kind of what we're going for with this new system. But yeah, I think what we want to do really is have a bunch of examples. So something we've been thinking about very seriously recently is getting some actual samples together inside of the Unity plugin for people who are creating worlds, right? So you'll be able to import a whole set of script graphs that already do things, and you'll be able to see them as an example or change them, enhance them, do whatever you want. There might be a whole set of prefabs that shows you how to use different parts of the SDK, right? Here's an object. Here's how I make it synced. Here's how I make it so that it's attachable. Here's how I make it so that it turns blue when you pick it up. You know, all of this simple basic stuff to kind of help you get started. And the hope then is
Yeah.
that with this set of tools, you guys will have everything you need for this year's Bantathon, right? Which is going to be happening very soon. Spoiler alert, the theme is going to be around creating games this year. And stay tuned because there's going to be some pretty big prizes. But yeah, the hope is that we can have all of these parts, some really clean examples that show you how to get started with some of these interactable objects, right? And then you guys can go away and build helicopters and planes and hovercrafts and bikes and skateboards and go-karts and all sorts of things. I'm just putting these out there,
Yeah. Of
genuine, legitimate ideas of things that we can build, right? And in
course.
the previous Space Makers event that we just ran, at the very end, we went to one of Aline's spaces. It's an inside out world. I don't know how many of you have already seen it, but Jesus, the mind bending stuff that is going on here lately is kind of crazy, right? But having an environment like that where it's like gravity is going in all directions at once, but you're somehow flying a plane through that or something, you know. I don't know. It's honestly mind bending, right? And to top it off, the other thing that we talked about earlier, I linked it in the Space Makers channel, but there's an asset that's available under the MIT license called Deform, and it seems pretty cool. Very optimized, very performant. Uses Unity's Burst job system to be able to deform geometry, mesh, and colliders at runtime. Right, so we had a version of this space. Aline had a version of this space where, you know, that scene out of Inception, you know, where the whole city kind of folds back over on itself. Well, these mountains would just start to curl over, and then the whole thing would turn into a big rolling wave, and the whole map would just fold over on itself. And I tell you that's mind bending, right? It's the sort of thing I think Aline described it as. She thought the walls were bending in the real world after she got out of VR when she was doing this, right? So that just
Oh
goes to
man.
show you how much that's gonna fuck your brain. But yeah, anyway, free asset. You can just use it, grab it from their GitHub or from the Unity Asset Store, just called Deform. I linked it in Space Makers. You can just use it in your worlds. Go ahead and dump it in, start playing with it. There's loads of built-in deform modifiers as well, which is really cool. So, and it's runtime, right? You can do animated uh, deformations with it. So that's really neat.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Anyway, I think
Is
that's
that
pretty
how
much
you
it. I don't
plan
know what
for
else.
animations to be?
Well, I mean, animations are animations, right? It just so happens the way this deform asset works is that you can use an object, right, a game object, as a reference for the deformation, right? So let's say you have a cylinder and you've made it twist around, right? That's how it's deformed. Well, you can have an object you can kind of move around relative to the cylinder, which will change the reference point for the twist deformation, right? So it's really interesting and neat to be able to just hook into that object and be able to just animate its transform properties, right? You can scale it, you can do
Yes,
all
it
sorts of
is.
crazy things to it, and those then just apply to the deformations. So it seems like a pretty neat system, right? It's another one of those assets, kind of like the DreamTech splines. That's just a really nice thing to have in there and to have available for, you know, throwing crazy mad inception worlds into your spaces, or having some big crazy cylindrical world that takes advantage of the gravity tilting, right? um yeah, what else did I mention?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are using the, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I don't know how many people are using the bull script injection stuff inside of visual scripting, but we added a new function to that lets you easily send messages back from JavaScript to visual scripting. That was a bit trickier. You had to kind of use the older SDK and the older scripts to pull it off, and it was a bit cumbersome, right? But it's just been made a lot simpler, and it gives you that bi-directional communication that kind of makes it possible and easy, let's say, to integrate visual scripting and JavaScript, which is the ultimate in terms of power when it comes to building things, right? You want to use everything that you've got available to you. So yeah, that's something else. What else do we do? Uh, we mapped out a load of events in visual scripting. So for anybody who's playing around with visual scripting, there's now a bunch more of events. So you can get access to all of the joysticks, all of the buttons on the controller, all of the new held events are all available now in visual scripting as well. You can get access to click on objects. We added an on banter trigger event, which is kind of like an on trigger event, except for it also includes a reference to the banter user if the trigger came from a user, so you can easily tell if it was a user that hit your trigger. So yeah, a bunch of different things, really, quality of life improvements that we made to the SDK earlier, and will be out probably in the next update in a few days. What are you guys doing over there?
Yeah, it's very distracting.
Oh, those blackguards. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, loads of really cool new bells and whistles. I'm particularly excited about all of these interactable things and how they're going to make it easy to just throw together a world with gravity guns or rocket uh, flight rockets or suction cups or whatever the hell you want, really, right? You know, if you can come up with something you can put in your hand, and while it's in your hand, you can press any combination of buttons on the controls to do something with it, and then you can hook up pretty much anything functionality wise using visual scripting. You can get some physics reactive particles in there and be able to shoot bullets out of the gun, right? That's how the other version of the gun works in this space, the one that you've seen, Huber. Yeah, I mean, you can do anything, right? And when you combine that with the convenient makeup of colliders we now have on the avatars, right? You can like very easily tell if you've hit somebody with a gun in the torso, or hit them in the legs, or hit them in the head. And we're hoping those kind of convenient things might make it possible to kind of throw together some game mechanics without having to work too hard for it. I'm gonna just kick this off the
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah, I was
Bye
doing
bye. That's gonna go forever. Um, yeah. So honestly, I think it's gonna be cool. I
That
think the
is
next
crazy.
evolution of what we're doing here is gonna be about
Oh,
games, about building interactive stuff. I think we've been working for a while now to get all the tools in place so that you can build games. And I think, you know, the automatic hand posing, the several different grab options, the ability now to seat your avatar and multiple people at once onto one or more objects. I think when you combine that all with synced objects and everything just works, fingers crossed, famous last words. But yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be super easy for people to be able to prototype stuff and get stuff together really quickly. And yeah, I'm excited because, like I say, I think what's going to be the next big thing for Banter is going to be games. Right? We've been really heavily focused on spaces and space creation. We've been heavily focused on events. We've even spent a considerable amount of time developing out our avatar system. All of these things are still works in progress, but games is something that we really want to try and put a laser focus on too. So that's what the next
Yeah.
phase is going to be
I
for us.
love
Once we
that.
get this out, get it stable, we kind of want to do all those things, right, that the other platforms have kind of been promising for years, right? You know, the way Horizon Worlds had all that promo at first about how you'll be able to fly planes, and it took them several years just to give you legs. Uh, yeah, uh, we're hoping to just jump in and be able to do that, right? And to come through on those promises on day one as much as we possibly can. And I think you guys know that we're not squeamish about putting something out there that might be controversial, right? I mean, look at Pony just as he lumbers over there onto that thing. You know, I don't know who else would have ever done that. That's great.
Yeet.
I want to try that now. I want to try that now. That looks fun. You just headbutt it and that's it. You're gone.
All of that sounds super exciting, Shane. I'd love for you to check out the game that I'm working on.
Oh yeah, awesome. Tell us about it.
It is a hide and seek game. It's a game that I started in Altspace that I had kind of shown at the SDK developer meetup, and I needed to kind of fix the origin. But in Banter, I don't need to worry about that because I can just have all of my assets kind of out here, kind of like you have it in this space. And the object of the game is to find a ghost that you click on, that when you click on it, it goes to a random location in the space, and you have to go and find it, and then click on it again, and then it'll hide again and go to another random location in the space. And that's kind of hide and seek, and it's called Boohoo.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Nice.
a quick hide and
Okay.
seek game.
That's awesome. Well, maybe as that develops, maybe we can get to see it. We have some World Hopper events that typically do this sort of stuff, but maybe we could start to have a segment here in Space Makers that focuses specifically on games, right? Not just worlds, let's say, but actual functional interactive games, like headbutt the circular thing and yeet to space, which Pony will demonstrate for us now. There you go. Beautiful. Look at him flying through the sky sideways. Oh my god. That's great. Oh my god. That's brilliant. But yeah, I don't know. I'll sit here and waffle
Yeah.
on, guys, forever. But if you guys want to see a cool world that Aline made, we went in there before, and it's gonna completely fuck with your head. But I think we're past that being a problem, right? I think so. Where are you, Aline? Are you here? Has anybody seen it? It's the inside world.
She's to the right of you.
Yep, I'm here. It's actually now verified and has a thumbnail.
Oh.
But I haven't
Wow.
added the warning sign yet, so that's still on the menu.
Oh, I see the thumbnail. Nice. Well, here's a portal, folks. Feel free to jump in. Hello, Ghost Ride. This one works great if you've got gravity tilting,
Hello, it's baby.
but it's a bit crazy, so get ready for it. Lisa knows what we're talking about. You did this in 2D before,
Yeah.
right? You weren't in VR before, right?
I wasn't, no. But now I am.
Okay, well, follow me,
I'll
folks.
try and
Okay,
follow.
why am I tilting here?
How to get out.
My tilt's still going crazy unless my head's just so messed up.
No, you are.
You
You're
must be
tilting.
yeeted
You're
all over
definitely
the place,
tilting, Pony.
I wasn't even moving.
The tilting in here is messed up. Yeah, if anyone doesn't, just follow my rope. And this is it, I think. Maybe through here, and then one more, and we're out. Yeah, it's that tiny little one just there. Oh boy, take it easy in here. When you're ready, it's recommended to Spider-Man onto both mountains at the same time. And why not? I'll just randomly megaphone some of you guys so that we can kind of hear people go nuts. Let's see. Kalima, Discord Kitty, Pony, what have you got for us? Tell us something crazy, Pony. Vanquisher is already megaphoned. Nice. Dead Zed.
Oh, goddamn.
There we go. Triffid, we want to hear what you're singing. Tell us. Singing in here, Triffid.
I don't know people
Get
want
up
to
and
hear
turn
it.
it
We can
Most
never
like-
get Triffid
most
to
Oh
like-
my
sing.
god, look at the teleport. Wait, I'm trying to teleport,
Yeah.
it's going sideways.
Yeah, you have to use your ropes.
I need to come back here in
Oh,
my
weird.
headset, that's for sure.
Yes, yes. So you wanna Spider-Man onto both mountains and then just swing around between the two, and you end up just swinging infinitely.
Yeah.
Just keep
And
going.
throwing up.
Yes, I'm throwing up infinitely.
Just not in the headset.
Or just try and stand on top of the mountain. That's always interesting.
Yes, you can't. You can't stand. Such a simple thing, but no.
Why am I so tempted to put physics free roam on?
Try it.
I'll do it if you do it.
I'm doing it already. I gave up already.
Oh, but that, I don't even think gravity tilt works then. Oh my god.
Yeah, gravity tilt doesn't work, but it's more nauseating, to be honest.
Oh, it is.
Oh no, I fell off the mountain.
God.
Which way am I going? I
This
don't
is
know.
so trippy.
Oh my god. What the fuck, DZ?
Yeah, we
Hey.
are going.
You gave me a toy to play with, Shane. Leave me be.
Oh no. I feel like gravity might be still tilting.
Whoa.
So who wants to guess how this works? I tried to guess earlier and I got it wrong.
Clearly,
Got
gravity.
50% right.
I got it 50% right.
50%.
So how do you
Well,
think it
clearly.
works? How does it change your gravity while you're in midair?
Oh, yeah, zero fucking clue.
That's right.
Well, wait, what was it?
Nothing.
Zero
nobody said
fucking
anything.
clue.
Zero fucking clue.
It's crazy just to look down at the ground and see everybody down there walking around as ants in different directions. Oh, pony.
Mid-air collision. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that sound off. No, wait.
Wonder how this works when you're seated. Be able to rotate people in a plane. Really good cruising.
Oh,
fun
god damn
fact,
it, Pony.
right? We were thinking internally about how you might be able to do a loop-to-loop, right? And while gravity tilting is very cool, it isn't as accurate to physics, really, to be able to do that. So, long story short, we've already uncoupled gravity tilting, or the gravity part from the tilting part internally. So in future, you're going to be able to just change the up direction of the character without changing gravity. So long story short, that should make it possible to do a loop-to-loop where you can actually run around it and use real physics to make it happen.
Cool.
So,
Very cool.
yeah.
I've already got the space built, just waiting for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But the piloting system, honestly, it's so cool, like how it affects... how your avatar affects it, right? So once you attach to it, your weight will affect the vehicle. If you crouch or if you're standing on it, it will affect it differently. If you Spider-Man or grab onto things on it, you can almost lift yourself up with the vehicle. Like you can be driving down a road and you Spider-Man onto the side of a building and then your vehicle will lift up and start swinging into the air. Like it's crazy, the physics part of the attachments and how much there's so much nuance to how it works. But yeah, we had a couple of golf buggies.
I've got a couple of bikes set in the world, waiting for that one as well.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah I saw those buggies, and the moment I joined the world, the wheels just fell off and went on their own way.
Yes. That's right.
Very much.
There's a go-kart script in the new build that pulls those wheels together, but without them, yes, it just falls apart.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's Bob.
Oh shit!
Here I am. Oh, what's going on here, guys?
Drugs.
We're just chilling, just
Oh boy.
just going with the flow.
Dripping.
I must be in a different
Drugs and
instance.
free roam.
Are
Oh
you in
boy.
a different instance?
No.
Oh, I'm seeing something weird with the avatars. I don't know if it's just me or not. Oh my god. If you get into the middle and just sort of float here in the middle, you just end up flipping upside down.
Is there gravity tilt in here?
Yep.
There is, but it's like a new
boy.
version. Nobody's
Oh,
figured out
fuck.
how it works yet.
Well, I had a pretty good guess, I would say.
Which
Well,
is, you don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, zero fucking
Some,
clue.
some of us do
It's not
know because
wrong.
we've already been told.
Yes.
Oh no,
Not
that's
fair
right.
if we tell it.
No, we're not saying anything.
My guess is if you've got to click something,
and even if
maybe
we
it'll go
and
to
if
that
we
boiling pot
even if
of
we
lava
repeat
there.
it, we're
Looks like a
probably
good candidate.
gonna say it wrong.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Wait, have I found orbit? No, I'm falling.
Wow, everybody's on megaphone.
There is orbit. You
Awesome.
can definitely orbit.
Yeah, a lot of people are on megaphone.
I definitely broke the map. Aline, I broke the map.
This is weird. Everything's just
That's fine.
Making sure.
rotating around me.
Free roam isn't ideal when you're flying at a wall.
All right.
This is nuts. It just defies logic. Really, right? Like,
Crackers.
what way is up when you're upside down? That's the question I'd love for somebody to be able to answer.
Good
Yeah,
question.
you can see
What
it on
way
your
is up?
teleport. I think.
That's a good point. But does that translate into real life?
You can see it on the raycast as well, on your radar.
That's right.
Yeah, the
radar.
radar icon is also does not
I'm just going
translate
to
to the
turn on
real
my
world either.
IRL radar. Thankfully.
Yeah, well, there's no peeing in Banter to see what's up or down.
Oh. Yes.
Hey,
no.
Fink, you made that an intended feature?
Well, I thought that was
yeah,
a
maybe
teleport.
Teleport could work like that, yes. Nice.
It's got about the right range.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, there's Helen. It's megaphone Helen. What have you got to say for yourself, Helen?
Helen, you need to mute your mic. Oh god, she's echoing it.
Okay. On megaphone Helen.
And we hear the mute sound.
Jesus. Yeah, so you want to get one Spider-Man rope onto one mountain and one onto the other, and then you just swing around.
And then
And
it's
don't
like
ask
it's like
questions.
being in orbit, like
Jesus.
free falling around Earth.
Yes, it's like an infinite free fall.
Yeah, it's like you're in orbit around Earth. Hi, Bob.
I keep coming past people like a fucking enormous skip rope. This is crazy. So just imagine you had a plane, right? And you're flying a plane around this. Think about how mind-bending that would be if you're trying to fly forward.
Jesus.
Yeah, right? That could be so much fun. Yes, the camera wants to it's trying to keep itself right, but like I say, which way is up when you're upside down?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know, this is pretty
So-
gnarly. I finally got it. After all this time, I finally got it.
You know, there's a whole intricate cave system in here. It's even possible to get outside to the exterior of the sphere, and there's a whole intricate system out there too.
Oh my god. So cool.
Oh, what does it say? Yes.
It's a brilliant description.
It's science. That's what it is. Praise science.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Yep. My brain's
Oh,
not
God.
be the
I
same
feel.
after this. Oh man.
Dinosaurs? Have you been outside? Oh, no. I'm realizing you're only hearing half of that conversation. And will tell us, what are you talking about, dinosaurs?
Oh, if this is the middle of the earth, you should have dinosaurs, right?
Ah, I
Mule
see.
worms, right?
I see. That makes sense. Yes, unicorns
Yeah,
for sure.
this is-
Dinosaurs?
voyage
Don't know
to
about
the center of the world.
He's on board with the
Christ.
unicorns. You try and stand on the tip of something, and it's like, you better not turn
Just
your
the
head.
tip.
Just the tip.
Oh my god.
Are you surprised, Kate? No, you are not.
No, to be honest, I didn't even know if you could hear me. I didn't know I was.
We all hear you.
Everyone's megaphone.
Oh Christ!
Oh no, I'm stuck in a tree.
I'm off. We need some music in here. Some sort of fucking
It's
show
like,
tunes
so-
or something. Something to get us in the mood. Or that, yeah.
Which are the
Anything,
two
really.
mountains, Shane? The white one and
Yeah,
the
the
one that
volcano,
looks like
yeah.
a volcano?
Yep.
So the one that looks like a volcano, I'm pretty sure, and Ian, stop me if I'm wrong, isn't this the same mountain from the Slipstream Island?
Maybe.
This is trippy.
Probably.
This is so goddamn trippy.
This is the original.
Maybe.
This is the OG mountain.
I f-
There are actually more
feel like
parts
I'm-
from this environment. I
Reusing.
borrowed for Slipstream Island. Let's see if you
Yeah.
can find them.
Holy fucking
Oh, you guys are all inside the mountain. Don't even know how to get in there. Ugh.
Whoa.
Behind the waterfall.
Which way does it fall, though?
I think. Yeah, it's.
Oh, behind the lava fall? Or the waterfall? Oh, I see. I see. Everybody's congregating.
I found Triffid.
That's all you need.
That's
Oh. So this just takes you...
Man,
What's
this
the
mountain
secret
is the
noise?
only one that feels upright. The snowy mountain.
Yeah, that one is.
It is upright, actually. This is the only one that's right. According to the radars. Where's the entrance? I can't see it.
It's just here. It's just here.
Oh.
Where is Pony?
Yeah, where is this?
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Just swing around the mountain, you'll find me. Ah, there's Hubber. Hello, Hubber.
Yep. See, oh, that's a big entrance. Yeah. How did we miss it?
Yeah, yeah. So you can't really miss it.
Yeah. Isn't this back to spawn? No. Oh yes.
This is back to spawn.
It's back to spawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because it looked a lot bigger. Yeah. No, it's where we spawned. So I think I saw another. Where was it? Was it on a volcano? I was at water and I saw a different entrance, I think.
I just realised the volcano is actually upside down.
Here is another entrance.
It's all upside down. Genius.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
there I am. There's
Also,
another
which way is
entrance
up and which
over
way is
here.
down?
If you find me.
Where are you, Hubra? Which one?
I'm on the White Mountain on the base, at the side of the water.
So if I go straight up
base.
from the yes, if I straight up from the volcano, I'll find you. Oh, it's straight down.
Yeah, I'm pointing at the crater of the volcano now.
Yeah.
So Shane, this kind of reminds me of 360 video. Can you do 360 video in Banter?
Yeah, sure. You just
Video?
equirectangular wrap it round a sphere. Usually the default sphere UV map in Unity will work for that type of video. But then there's also YouTube have their own custom VR 180 format.
It's a dead end.
And VR 360 format.
Yep.
I think we have a
Yeah.
shader for that that lets you play those ones as well. So it's just a matter
Yep.
of mapping the UVs correctly.
Oh well, I don't know about the
think-
shader,
I feel
but I
like
do know about the YouTube 360 and YouTube 180.
Yes. Does anybody feel like you're kind of on a boat a little bit? It's like the whole thing is rocking.
Feels slipping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I have it
That
off
comment
also.
is going to get you megaphoned, Lisa.
Oh no.
Alright, let's inspect.
So how did you get
the
out, Shiseki?
volcano.
Shiseki knows how to get out, folks, if he'll tell us. Under the water?
It should be an ocean, not just a lake.
The sea. Yeah. If you stand in the water.
Teleport is like a fucking crazy angle down here.
You say I can't stand in the water? Well,
Oh
I
my
can,
God,
but
it's like you're in a black
I'm swimming
hole
on
down
my
here,
back.
'cause the whole world is one big fucking disc above you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I tell you, if the flat earthers saw this, they would have a field day.
Yeah.
Oh my God, teleporting
no.
is an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out. I'm seeing the brown stuff. Yeah, I'm falling outside the world now.
Bye, Hubber.
Yeah.
Which way is? I wonder which
So-
way your gravity was pointing when you fell, because you might not get caught by the fucking
Yeah, I
safety
just-
net. It's okay. Stay on megaphone for as long as you can, and we'll talk to you on the way out.
I
To
I
infinity.
stopped.
What do you see? Tell us what you see out there.
It's it's this the world. Yeah, the world is gone.
Don't worry, we've
The world is gone.
We've included an emergency device known as a hammer, just in
Yeah,
case. You
the
know, to
view
take your own
the
life.
viewing distance. Oh, yeah, I'm
Oh,
seeing
God.
nothing. Let's see what happens if I turn on gravity tilt now. My blinders just kick in constantly now.
Okay.
It's not blinders. You're slowly starting to pass out.
Yeah,
Outside the
I'm
world.
suffocating. I'm suffocating. It's tunnel vision. I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, God.
There's nothing out here.
There you go. That's what you learn. That's your lesson. Some things just aren't worth it.
All right, I'm gonna respawn.
Okay, so everybody's on megaphone. Make the funniest sound you can think of for the outro. I was just waiting for a load of farts.
and then it went silent.
Was that Xeno Warrior Princess or something? Oh, that was great. That's brilliant.
I realise when you're out, there's no way back in again. You just